All right, welcome back. This is the third episode of Chopping It Up. I'm here with co-stars Dylan McMorrow and Charlie Feinstein. Today we shall be reviewing the movie Lego Batman. Actually, it's an animated movie, so this is in our animated category. It was directed by Chris McKay. Um, let's just start off. It's basically
I always
Batman.
wondered, like,
What's up?
the animated movies like have like real directors.
Like, obviously, I mean, it's a movie. All movies
No,
have
but like
directors.
obviously they have directors, but like it has to be so much more different because you're working with like the animators and like telling them what to do instead of like having like real life like interactions with telling them.
Yeah, it's different, but they're still a director.
They're still directors,
It's a
though.
whole different beat.
There's still like a final decision that has to be made.
Yeah, I mean, every movie has a director, Chuck. It's just different types of directors.
I didn't say it doesn't have a director. I said I wonder how it's like to be like a director.
Probably just have to be like a computer god.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's just get in. So Batman. I mean, everyone knows who Batman is. He's kind of famous DC comics. He's up there with Superman as the best superheroes of that section. Obviously not Marvel, to not get it twisted. That's Iron Man, Spider-Man, all those guys. But it's basically just the Batman movie with basically all the villains, and it really just I feel like this movie is more directed for like any audience. Honestly, I watched it with my parents and they enjoyed it, and I think a kid would enjoy it a lot too. What do you guys think?
Like, yeah. I mean, I guess I could see how any audience would like it. I feel like they really changed up. Like, I know it's animated, but like Batman's personality and like character traits were like so different from like actually Batman.
No, yeah, I agree. It's definitely more of like a standalone movie from like the rest of the Batman series, and it's definitely like Brian said. There's jokes like there was some comedy in there, and there was definitely jokes that I could see like kids understanding, but then there was jokes that I would see like kids not understanding and adults getting better. Like they kind of applied it to all audiences because like adults grew up watching and reading Batman, and then kids nowadays have seen like the movies and stuff. So it's like kind of like an all I don't really know how to say it for all eras.
Yeah, because like Batman's like that's unique about Batman and like DC Comics. Like Batman's been around for a while, like dating back to like the '70s, I think, where like it was the guys dressed up in like those underwear suits and with the BAMs and all that stuff. So I feel like Batman's just unique in its sense that kind of all the generations kind of got a little bit of their own taste, and I feel like maybe this generation like kind of got the Lego sense. I feel like we got like the Dark Knight movies and like all those like really cool like directed and like screenplay stuff, and like now it's like these animated movies, which I think is also pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
I
Yeah,
also like
I thought it was funny how like they showed that one scene from 1960 of just like that Batman guy jumping around the room. It was like so weird.
I like honestly, I think that like it was a genius movie, and like it had a touch of like really everything. Like it had humor, action, like emotions, like it just tied everything so well. I just props to like the director and like everyone who like actually voiced the characters, because I feel like that probably taken, especially the animation studios. I feel
do
like
you think some of it like was stop motion with like real Legos?
I was like wondering, but like that would take way too long.
No way.
Yeah. I don't think it
That
is.
would take that would take like so like it's crazy because they would have to like individually change their heads like for expressions and like shoot every scene again.
You
So I
know
don't,
that movie, Fantastic Mr. Fox? That was like stop motion.
Oh yeah, I remember
It's
that.
wild how people do that. It's crazy.
props to them, but I mean, yeah, overall, I mean, it's basically your typical Batman movie, other than the fact that it's like solely based on Batman and his emotions with the Joker and the family. Because as people know, Batman's adopted. Is he lost his parents when he was young, and it's kind of like, um, it's kind of basically a movie of him finding himself and him finding a way to not just be like a loner, because that's what he calls himself. It's just like a journey that you take with Batman along the whole movie, which is pretty cool. I like that part about the movie.
All right, should we move into? I mean, we kind of already talked about it, but like, what did we like about it? I liked the I kind of liked the comedy better than Jojo Rabbit, which was in the comedy section. Like, it was kind of just like dry humor. Like when he I remember like when he tried to put at first like the lobster in the microwave and press it like 20 instead of 2. Like that's just like relatable comedy and like
Yeah,
stuff
it
like
was,
that. Like
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. That was actually really funny. And he would just stare at it, and you'd see like his shadow in the background doing like the 360. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Charlie. Like, I think I just feel like it fits us. Like, our personalities better. Like Lego Batman comedy compared to Jojo Rabbit comedy.
Yeah.
Agreed. Because like I feel like it really just depends on like the humor and like the comedic sense of the movie. Because like obviously there's like different like like comedies of like different eras, and I feel like this one's like relatable because we can actually understand the jokes. Whereas in other movies that have to do with like other like times in history, it's gonna be harder for us to understand. Which was I think was really well done because like it wasn't just like oh at the beginning it was funny, but like they did a good job of like keeping that like same flow throughout the same movie. Like I found myself like laughing at the end when Robin like was like started singing and stuff. I was like it was just like the little things that were funny. It wasn't really like hugely funny, but like yeah, I like laughed every once in a while.
And I like the storyline of like the kid coming into his life and becoming Robin. I
Yeah.
didn't really see that coming. I didn't like know that that kid was going to become Robin, if I'm being honest.
The one thing that kind of sold me was his red sweater. I was like, I think that kid is gonna be Robin. But like honestly, I didn't know. I was just like, maybe he's just like a kid that's gonna be there. But like then I
Yeah.
thought about it and it's his sidekick, so I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What do you think we did? We talked a lot about what we did like. What are some negatives here?
Honestly, I don't really find any negatives. I overall think it was a good movie. Like I don't think they did anything bad. Like especially like it's such a like different dynamic than every other movie. The fact that it's animated in Lego. Like every other movie we're expecting like real actors, so it's easier to critique. But like here since we're critiquing Legos, it's just like really voice actors that we have to critique. But I think everyone did a good job playing their role.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like I agree with you, Brian. I don't think there's much I didn't really like. I mean, yeah, it was the overall like good movie, but I feel like comparing animated movies to like actual like Sean real person movies is like almost hard to do because they're completely different.
Yeah. Kind of disagree.
Why?
Want to share why?
I mean, I just feel like a movie's a movie. Like there's so much. It's basically the same, except just one's animated, one's not. Like you still have the storyline, the character development, the soundtrack, like everything. Everything's kind of the same.
I don't know. It's just a lot easier to control a character when it's animated. Like real life, like characters actually have to play that role, you know. So it's like it's easier to see like facial like expressions, like posture, all that stuff when it's a real like movie, like with real actors. Like whereas it's different when it's just voice actors because it's just them behind the screen.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like was I thought that the Bane did not sound like Bane at all. Like I kind of noticed that. I don't know if you guys noticed that,
Yeah,
but like
I did too.
the
Well,
Bane,
it didn't like take away from the movie for me, honestly. Like I feel like things that I like
yeah,
dislike usually take away from the movie, and that's something that like I didn't really. I was just like whatever.
yeah,
I mean,
I
yeah,
agree. And also like they added a bunch of like random villains
That I
that
didn't like. I didn't like
yeah,
the random villains,
like
I
honestly.
agree.
the Condiment King or whatever his name was.
I think it was fun.
Pissed me off.
It was funny, but like there was no point of like including that, honestly, in my opinion.
I
Yeah,
It was like
Condiment
sometimes it was
King.
just a little extra, like some of the comedic stuff. But like other than that, I feel like it was like overall solid. So like this should just bring us straight into
That's
like
more the kid comedy.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to
All
start?
right.
Charlie finished us last time,
I'll give
right?
it a start. I'll give it a start.
All right.
So I really liked it actually. Like, I can't really compare it to the other Batman movies, but it's definitely a movie that I liked. It's just like totally different from all the Batman storylines. Cause like this was kind of like a bunch of different storylines like meshed together, I guess, from like a bunch of different Batman movies. And Batman, like that's one of my favorite superhero series for sure. That and Iron Man are definitely my top two. But I'm gonna give it 8.4.
Oh wow, 8.4.
Yeah.
Good score. All
I
right.
liked it better than I kind of liked it better than both the other movies we watched so far. So
I mean, it's up there. I mean, I think I'll move on to next since I topped this off the last time. Dylan can finish it off. But yeah, I honestly solid movie. I liked it. 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is I feel like a fair score. Honestly, I think I'd watch it again, and I do highly recommend it to like anyone. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with the same score I gave Hacksaw on 8.8. I liked it a lot.
oh,
Wow. I might be bringing down the rating a little bit. Like I thought it was a really good movie, but like I don't think I'm gonna watch it again anytime soon. Honestly, I like the regular Batman movies more than I like the animated version, just because there's like more action and stuff like that. So overall, I'm
yeah.
giving it a 7.4. Still like a solid, good movie.
It's not bad.
So what's that? 8.4.
Combined, that's like an
8 point.
8.2.
Yeah. So an 8.2. That's the same as Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh wow.
They're both solid, good movies. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Oh, we're pretty spot on here. What we got tomorrow? We got Marriage Story.
Yeah, Marriage Story for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, May 13th.
What's that? The romantic category?
Yep, romantic. That's our first one. I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna be a good.
Yeah.
Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
We got
Two
Kylo Ren and Black Widow.
That's two of our biggest franchise childhood memory. Like it's gonna be a huge movie, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to
Alright.
tune in tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Cap it off.
All right, Tim Brian. See you guys tomorrow. Dylan, Charlie.
Got you.